Hello folks, I hope you are able to follow the blog so far and understood the concept of Detox Grey Box framework and its design principles in the previous sections. So now moving on to writing test scripts, this is a sample React Native project which includes a feedback app that I developed for this demo purpose. I would have added the steps for creating this app in the last section, and also I have mentioned the GitHub corresponding Git link. So we are going to automate fill and submit this feedback app, for which we need to identify the mainly 5 to 6 elements: the app header, the radio button, input checkbox, submit button, and this alert pop-up if we are going to validate this pop-up. So this is a basic test file which you will be getting on running the detox init command. Since this is a dummy project, I have written the code related to app in app.js file itself. But if you are working on a real-time projects, or you have any real-time projects which you have currently, there will be a separate project structure followed for maintaining the source code, like src, and you would have named the functionalities, and also there will be each file related to each pages in the app. So when you are using Detox, you will get access to the entire code repo, and you can get to know the app flow by looking at the code. So you can see the elements here, and what all the elements we have displayed in the app. This is why Detox is called as a gray box test framework. If you have worked in APM kind of other frameworks, you won't be getting access to any of the source code. Instead, you will be getting a build generated out of this. It can be a apk, ipa, or any apk, ipa, or any app package. So this also helps the difficulties involved in identifying element locators. You don't need to use any apm inspector or other inspector and undergo tedious process to locate elements. Here you can simply add the test IDs, and also you can ask dev team to follow this procedure to add the test IDs for the elements. So I will just add a test ID for this header. I already showed you this video, showed you in this in last video. I hope you guys were able to follow. So you can see test ID is already defined for radio button and checkbox, and we have to include a test ID for submit button. Okay, so in this basic test.e2e, we will just start writing test cases to automate the feedback app. I will just name the test detox feedback app, and the first test step as fill feedback. Now I need to check this header. So for this, I will just go to the source code, and I will get the test ID I have entered. So app header is the test ID I have entered. So I will just include this and check if this is visible, and I have to now click the S button. So I will use by.text to click on the S button, and now I have to input some values in this input box. Test ID is I have given as input, and I have type as good blog, and we need to now click on the checkbox. I will use ID, and for checkbox test ID is a checkbox I have given, so I will just use this. So these locators work smoothly for both iOS and Android. You don't need to give any specific locators mentioning if the driver is iOS, do this, and if the driver is Android, do that. So we don't need to do follow those in while using the detox. So this is the first step I have written.